I'll do Armand, and then I'll do Baguette.
Hello and welcome everyone to Halloween Spiel. The International Kriegsspiel Society has run one Halloween game for their Super Saturday, but I wanted to run one of my own on my live Thursday games, so that's what we're doing here. We've got the French facing off against the Austrians, plus a surprise coming later on in the game. So, for those who are watching, thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoy it. We're going to get started by visiting. Alright, Colonel Chris,
Yes, sir.
give me 1 second to share my screen. Let me know when you can see it.
All right, I can see it.
As you sit proudly upon your horse at the small French town facing eastward, you see smoke rising in the distance, and on the horizon, you see Austrian airships moving in over the tree line, as well as what looks to be large mechanized walkers dead ahead. To the right, there's movement behind the trees in the orchard. Looks like hussars advancing towards your position. I can look left and right if you need me to.
Yeah, and that
So,
should be that's Jock.
To your left, you've
correct?
got
To my left.
to the
Yeah.
far left behind the. Sorry, there's something holding the airships up. You got your airships in the air above you. To the far left, you got Joksop behind the wall. Right next to you, you've got Baguettes with his cavalry and tanks. And to your right, Hatsumi with his infantry cannon and mechs. Oh, and some rebel cavalry that I missed. Get out of there, rebel cavalry. I can't get rid of them.
Uh,
They're a fixture. Okay, they're gonna stay there. Anyway,
They're part of the scenery now.
they're part of it.
I guess because the the airships are above us. I don't know how we flagged to them, but they're uh, to prepare to intercept the enemy airships. And my infantry can get ready to volley fire if the airships come our way, but otherwise we're holding the bridge.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me move. All right, General. What's your name? General always defeated?
Defeat. Yeah, general defeat. Niederlage. Yeah.
General defeat. All right. Hopefully today's not a defeat. Let me share my screen.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right. So you and your trusty chief of staff standing next to you, have crossed the stream and have ridden on top of a hill. Ahead of you, you can see two French airships. What looks to be some French infantry behind a stone wall. It's kind of hard, it's a bit far in the distance. To your right, you have Brett and his airships, and some forest. Behind you are your two mechs. We had to change them because we were having loading issues. So your two mechs due east of you, and to the orchard, you can see the rest of your regiment marching in. Looks like the cavalry and Rishi are just at this point here with the infantry behind them, and as you look over to the left, you can see the artillery.
Okay. Is it possible to gauge the strength of the enemy infantry behind the wall?
It's just what you can see from here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll move a little bit ahead. If there's I think there's a little crest of a hill up ahead. If I'm
Like over there?
maybe like halfway between me and that house.
Got
The
it.
closer the houses, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, about halfway there, maybe.
Any,
Those are my orders.
all right.
And I have a dispatch as well. Sorry.
What about your mechs?
Ooh, well, they're probably pretty slow, but I'll have them come with me.
Okay.
Nothing can go wrong. I have a dispatch as well, but
Sounds good.
Hello there.
Hello. Alright. So, you are sitting on deck atop your airship. In the distance, you can see two French...
Have airships?
What's that?
They're not allowed to have airships?
Oh, they do. But they only have 2. You have 3. But you can see the French line defending the small town ahead. Well, yeah, you can see what you see. To your south, you can see your intrepid leader ahead of his 2 mechs. And then behind the orchard is your infantry, artillery, and cavalry all moving up along the road.
Do I know if the mechs have anti-air capabilities?
Yours or theirs?
I'm assuming they're roughly the same, so do ours have anti-air? Because if so,
Yeah.
I'll assume theirs have
Both.
anti-air.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, do I see their mechs? Is that the giant metal things in the middle, or are those things on the very back and near the tree?
You can see what you see.
Like full screen this. Get a nice analysis here.
Air reconnaissance analysis.
Okay, I am going to go with my original plan. I'm going to head to the north over the forest on the right a bit, and I'm going to try to see if I can't draw some of them away.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Alright, he's heading to the forest. Let's make my life easy. Maybe a little bit more. He's heading up. And they're slow. And he wanted these guys to intercept.
Still trying to get orders out of Rishi. I asked him.
Oh, he's thinking.
He's typing.
Oh, is he gonna type?
Yeah, he doesn't have a microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, neither of my players are using microphones either.
Oh, rough. Okay. Well,
Greaves.
Yeah. He was good. Armand Bell is going... I told him this church was kind of spooky, and he's personally investigating it.
what church? This church?
This one right here.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what odd things are there? And so he said, I'm going to go check that out.
Personally,
He,
all right.
he said he left all of his troops behind.
All right. We'll give him. Ooh, we should give him something spooky to find. Hold on.
Ooh,
How about
yeah.
He finds a skeleton.
Okay.
A little. Oh no, maybe should we give him a little monster?
We could give him a holy book. Maybe
Give him a pet monster.
Let's give him a little.
Okay.
We'll reward weirdness. If he finds his own little turtle. Oh, later on it'll grow. Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. Right now he found
It'll
a
be French.
pet demon turtle.
All right. I let Mr. Baguettes use his spyglass to look at the big
Okay.
mechs. And he is sending up how much is a squadron of cavalry? 4 of these guys?
I don't know the whole thing, but
How far do they go?
pretty far if they wanted. What does he? How much does he want to send? Just one
He
portion?
wanted. He said one of my cavalry squads. So I'll send 4 maybe.
Yeah, just send 4.
And he wanted them to scout.
All right. So you can send them to right here, maybe.
Yeah. And then they're to report back to him.
Okay. Maybe a little bit further. They would go pretty far in a turn. Maybe like that. Okay. What about these guys? Are they moving?
Yeah, they're moving, but he's typing to me one more time. He's nearly done, I swear.
Yes.
This is only 12. I think they can go 18 if infantry can go 12, so I'll put them up to the bridge if that's what he says. Okay, great. They're going to cross the bridge. I'm going to give them another 6.
Oh, if they cross the bridge, these guys would.
They wouldn't go that far.
They were only ordered to scout. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to bring in more infantry. How much is that a line?
this creek fordable? I don't know if it matters too much.
Yeah, all creeks are fordable. They just slow them down.
Great.
All right. I think
Yeah.
that's it.
Greaves has reversed his tanks towards town.
Okay. All right. Let's go do it again.
Okay.
Bet.
I'm back.
Yes, you are.
Was that fast?
I was pretty fast.
We're going for speed. Speed. All right. You can see? Okay. So, Armand, no, not Armand. Whose joke's that? No, okay. Baguettes has sent some of his cavalry ahead to scout, it seems. But you can see the Austrian hussars are crossing the bridge. And the Austrian mechs are advancing towards you. As well, you can see their airships seem to be heading kind of in a northwest direction. Your own airships are moving to intercept. The tanks have been pulled back behind the creek, and nobody else is really moving besides that.
I guess like I mean the fence isn't going to be great cover, but it's better than just sitting in the open. So we'll move up so that my left flank is got that little odd fence, and then my right flank is up against the river.
Okay, and still double line.
Yeah, and still double line. We just need to be close enough to set. Actually, do I need to set people to setting up massive amounts of gunpowder barrels like was talked about in
It's set up already. You just need to send someone to blow it when you want.
Okay, then in that case, yes, we will still double line.
You got it. I'm back.
Hello.
Was that fast?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's nice when you don't have to take screenshots. I like it. Okay. So you ride ahead to a ridge about as safe as you feel you can go. Some of the French chasseurs cheval ride forward, supposedly to scout. You can see Rishi crossing the bridge to your south, to your left, with the infantry still moving behind him. The French airships seem to be moving to intercept Brett, who seems to be heading northwest. And behind you, your mechs are slowly lumbering along to catch up with you.
Okay. So far, so good, but things will probably go sideways very quickly. I'd like to just stay here and allow the mechs to catch up.
Alright, sounds good.
Thank you.
Alright, share my screen.
Pausing my movie.
Okay. So you start heading northwest, as directed. Looks like the French airships are moving to intercept. They're heading kind of straight towards you. From your viewpoint, you can see your hussars crossing the bridge. And what else can you see? Your commander's kind of over here on the ridge. The mechs are advancing. You can see your infantry moving behind the orchard.
Do we have any tanks on our side, or is that just a them thing?
That's a them thing.
Okay, does it look like they have anti-air capabilities? Like those shells could pierce my hull?
These tanks? No.
Okay, good. I don't see anything that looks obviously like anti-air. Do I see a piece there next to the church? Oh god, they're lined up in the... Oh shit. What are the range of my air-to-air guns? Could they shoot down?
Your swivel guns? Yeah. You could shoot down from here. It'd be kind of extreme and super difficult, but yeah.
I'm going to try keep from the screenshot, I'm gonna keep heading. I think it's west, so over the trees, and I'm gonna try to like line up those line of people there and shoot right down the line. Oh my god, there's a bunch of people off in that fog. There's like 30 of them.
Oh, don't look at that. Oh, those are your people. That's your infantry.
Ah, good.
They're just not on the
Seems
map.
they got a bit lost.
They're coming.
I'm gonna try to line up and shoot right down the line of those people lined up against what I assume is a fence.
Okay, got it.
Just full fusillade, all three of my swivel guns of all three of my airships. Just shoot the hell out of them.
Thank you. All right, I have to remember to do dispatches because I'm not visiting their page.
Aha.
Let's
Yeah.
see,
All right.
base-
I've got Chin Leaf is coming.
Okay.
Make sure you're killing me. Right back.
And let's see, did Brett write a dispatch? Oh, I see. And then who else do I have? Chris. Alright, I gotta move stuff. Let's see, so he wants to go due west. We'll go where there's no trees. And then, so they're gonna still move to intercept. Something like that, maybe. No, don't fall off. Yep, and then he's moving up to here. Let's kind of advance the line. And
Right.
don't forget, because we're not visiting their channels, don't forget to check their channels for dispatches if there are any. Although I guess you're...
I have been.
Okay.
I know that Doctor has sent a dispatch that I figure will arrive next turn to everyone. He sent it to all commanders.
Sure. Okay. Yep. Just don't... Sometimes I forget to check it and do it, so it's just a reminder.
Yeah.
Is no one firing cannon yet? No artillery fire?
So he wants these tanks to pull back to here and fire artillery at the
Kind of on the hill.
Yeah, I figure with them reversing this turn, he also is now in a tank on top of it.
Oh.
I figure with them reversing up a hill, they probably won't hit anything.
Yeah, we'll just
It might
say
scare some people.
they fire maybe one shot each, but nothing yet.
Yeah. Okay, I have 2 dispatches now, and we'll get that to them.
What about his cannon over here? Are they firing?
He is not given orders to.
Okay.
He just got back to his troops
Got it.
because he was looking at it from like behind the church. He couldn't really see them.
Okay, got it.
I did tell him there was spooky movements in the forest.
And we do need to... Let's see.
Are these the French airships or the Austrian ones?
The French ones are right above them at the moment. Austrian ones are these right here.
Oh,
And let them... So the Austrian airships are firing their little cannon into the line over here.
oh, should I go back and tell him that?
No,
Or is
that's
next
this
turn?
next turn. So I'll just put a little fire to show that they're getting shot at.
Okay.
Oh no. I'm having trouble getting orders out of one of my players.
Who's that?
Rishi.
Is he just not typing them?
It's just not typing.
One
Like,
of my
he starts typing every now and again.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on. If he takes a while, then so be it.
Okay. He's typing right now, and I'm really hoping it's like, I ride forward.
see the Austrians. You could put that one guy who just joined in his spot.
Oh,
Since
Timmy
he-
just got the guns.
Yeah.
And like he's new, I feel bad, but gotta go.
Yep.
Just remind him he's got to go fast. All right, so the tanks are firing but missing so far. The Austrian airships firing their little swivel cannon, doing.
I figured they'll probably turn to like see that, right? They wouldn't just stand there and get
No,
shot
you're
in the
right.
flank.
They probably disorganize them a little bit. But
Yeah. Like,
And then-
we'll give them like a little wobbly line.
Okay, I think that works.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and go then.
Okay. Then I just gotta move. I'm sorry, guys. I need 60 seconds then because Rishi still didn't put an order, so I'm just moving him.
Oh, yeah. Go with his latest or whatever makes sense.
Sure. Can anybody just run the infantry column up behind me? They didn't do anything fancy. They're all marching across the bridge if they can. There are a bunch of caveats that don't apply.
Yep.
I'm just gonna line these guys up behind.
Yeah, I'll grab some more. The newer players always have a ton of caveats in their orders.
Couldn't be me.
Thanks for grabbing the infantry.
Sometimes I feel like my orders are too simple, and other times I feel like they're too complex.
Happens. All right, next turn. Go do.
Okay. I will.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, that was fast. Oh no, never mind. Sorry. Share my screen. So the Austrian cav have raced across the bridge and kind of reformed opposite you in delicious range for musket fire. Austrian mechs continue lumbering closer and closer. You can see infantry now crossing the bridge, and you can hear fire coming from behind you as the two tanks, which are now on that little hill, are firing into the enemy. The cavalry has moved back for the most part, except for the scouts, it seems. And to the north, you can see the Austrian airships, I don't know, kind of maneuvering on your flank. They're starting to fire their swivel cannons down into the infantry down there. Your own airships are still moving to intercept. And that's about it for what's going on.
I guess we'll give them a good old French baguette volley at the cavalry if they're gonna
I
sit
assume,
there so
I
kindly.
assume you'll move behind the line before they fire.
Yes, I will. And we'll have the since I know the back line probably can't really fire. Yeah, but they'll have their the back line will have their bayonets fixed to advance forward and switch places with the front row that's firing if the cavalry wants to make a charge.
Katsumi never showed up, so you have command of his stuff now.
That's infantry, a walker.
Yeah, so you got the walker, the infantry, and a cannon. So that cannon could probably start firing. I don't know if you want the walker doing that.
We'll have the cannon start firing at what it can, and then switching to the enemy's wonder weapons when they're in range. I know they're coming across the bridge, and then the infantry and walker can start advancing up the road to kind of pincer them.
I got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, General.
Hello, voice from the sky.
A little bit more exciting things happen. You can hear artillery fire coming from kind of behind the French line on that hill. That tree's really blocking things for you, but you can see smoke from it. Besides that, you can see Brett's airships are firing their swivel cannons down on this area. It's hard to see what it's doing, but there's little flashes of explosions and whatnot. Your mechs are now caught up with you,
Glorious.
and the cavalry, as you can see, has deployed kind of to your front with the infantry now crossing the bridge.
Okay. Can the walkers walk over or, I guess, beyond the fences, or will they have to go around, in that field there?
They can crush the fences.
Ooh. All right. I'd like them to advance up to the wooden fence to my front.
Right here, that one?
Yes, that one. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
A little over to the right, sort of like the center of the wooden fence, just so I can have a view. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Thank you. Otherwise, I'm staying here.
All right. Mr. Brett,
Yep, pausing my movie.
what movie are you watching?
I'm watching The Accountant.
Oh,
Ooh.
I have not ever. I started watching it and then I stopped, and I've heard it's really good. But anyway, all right. So you start firing down on the French position. It's little cannon. It's like a little, I don't know, like 2-pounder or something, 1-pounder. But it's enough to disrupt them. You can see them, their lines getting disorganized as they're kind of scrambling about. The French airships are still in pursuit and seem to be lining up their own swivel cannons at you, probably about to fire soon. You can see the French tanks have moved back onto this hill over here and are firing over into your allies. Looks like the French cavalry have also moved back for the most part. And that's it in terms of what's going on.
God, someone needs to teach them about spacing. Don't they know there's giant airships with bombs going around? I'm gonna get into a reverse chevron. Are they front-facing swivel cannons, or are they like side, like broadsiders?
Actually, I think it's got them. Is that a cannon? Has it actually got a cannon on it? It does! I didn't even know that. Look at that. 1, 2.
Hell yeah!
They're on the side, so kind of they can be front-facing, I guess. There's 4 of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into a reverse chevron with all the points facing forward. With so the 2 on the sides are gonna be front, 1 in the back, and I'm gonna try to shoot the closest ship to me first, concentrate fire, and take them down one at a time.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Alright, reverse chevron, he says. Oh, let's see, that would be kind of hard to turn around. Something like that. Oh, I knew. I was playing with fire by putting it in the trees. Oh, come on. I need to get open ground. Yeah, I did it. Alright, so they're gonna, I don't know, shoot.
Alright. Armand Bell is pulling his command to the reverse slope to take cover.
Okay.
And then his cannon is going to try to turn and fire at the airships.
Oh, they can't elevate it high enough to do that.
Oh. I will go tell him that.
Okay. He should be firing at the cavalry.
Don't. Oh, he has He just changed his order. He's bringing his cannon with him.
Oh, okay. There you go. You probably spend a turn showing it, just limbering it up. It's not immediate.
That's fair. That's fair. These are 5-minute turns, aren't they?
Did he like his turtle, Rick?
He does like his. He named it Rick too.
Nice. Rick may come in clutch at the end. Oh, and then these guys. Sorry, I gotta catch up. I'm used to doing stuff as I get orders, so I don't have to think about it after.
Yeah. That's.
They,
Does this come with them? The Reformation area,
the what?
the Reformation area.
Yeah, you can bring the wagon back.
Okay. These guys. I have another question. Greaves wants to move his tanks back to here to have them lob shots over the hill at these guys. I said he could try,
Back to
and that
Oh.
his gunners are confident that they can at least maybe hit them.
Okay. Well, we're gonna. Hold on.
And then these guys are to go scout the woods.
I got a cavalry charge.
Oh,
Bunch of infant. Yeah.
wait.
If we
That's
said
all
they
he
could-
sent in the charge?
No, he said send it all.
Okay.
So they're all going.
Well,
They can hop a fence. Maybe some can.
some hop the fence. Most get bottlenecked.
Also, this cavalry is moving over. We said what? So could they move like 20 inches for cavalry? Is that what we're saying?
I was doing 18. I don't think there's a science.
What's the infantry doing?
A third of them are going into the swamp. And the rest are going to move up and support the cavalry charge. I guess that gets them pretty close.
All right. Move left and scout through the woods, etc. Okay. So they were like here. Said
So the French will definitely get a volley off.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll take down 3 of them, and then they will plow into the line, which we'll say will take out one of the French. But I don't. They're gonna get repulsed long term, but we'll give them their glorious charge to start.
the French are also scouting one of the woods.
Okay. Oh, it's almost time. Should we do? Yeah, let's do the explosion. Let me bring it.
My game just loaded something terrifying. What's happening?
You guys can you guys see that?
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
Looking thing.
What is it?
Uh,
The far left of the French line.
So make sure that they, in their screenshots, they can see that over the trees.
I wish we could change the background to be spookier.
Yeah, that. Oh, if we could make it dark. Hold on. We can. Hold on. Let me save it before I mess things up. Live game. Sorry. Alright, then we go to objects. No. Yes, backgrounds. Custom. Oh, I wish I could have set it up before. So let's see. I got a Dark Knight one at least. Somewhere. I can do.
Oh, I fell the trees.
I wish I had a Stormy Sky. Dang it.
Did you ever
There
play
we go.
Bat 2142? Where you had like the two. I just. That's what this reminds me of. You're gonna crash into each other.
Alright, so the clouds get. The sky is filled with dark clouds. All of a sudden, there's an explosion.
Nice.
I like it. Good idea.
Are there more Austrian infantry? My goodness
Oh, yeah,
gracious.
yeah. Bring them. You gotta,
Infinite Austria.
They are the cannon fodder. Wait, do they even have the Grenzers and stuff back here?
no, they're just all the same.
Oh, that's
So
Sad.
infantry starting to line up. I see. Okay, good. Alright.
James, if you don't only, I'm going to bring them on in double rows because they're never, ever going to get involved
Yeah, that's fine.
otherwise.
That's fine.
I made Rick a little bit bigger. I'm gonna see if he notices.
Okay. Oh, yeah, start growing them. That's fine.
Yeah.
Now that the supernatural stuff's happened. Okay. All right. So yeah, you can describe a large explosion. Show them the big sphere in the distance, and that'll be good.
Figure this cav is probably about to ride to its death into the.
Yeah. So let them know, like, they took out. They didn't break through. I mean, they are light calves, so they're not meant to. So describe to him
Sure.
how his men are about to break. But what were you saying? Sorry.
I meant the ones that are riding into the dark woods to go scouting.
Oh yeah. They're about to get mowed down by a skeleton army. All right. I'm gonna go do orders. All right. Let me share my screen. The sky has turned dark almost instantly with ominous clouds all around. The change in the sky is brought on almost at the same time as you hear a large booming sound to the north, and you see a strange light over the tree line.
Oh, that's ominous.
Over to the north, you can see Brett engaged in an airship battle with the French. And directly ahead of you, the most concerning, is the Austrian hussars have decided to charge your line. Your men fire a volley into them as they come, downing several, but they keep coming, and they slam into your front ranks and are now heavily engaged in a melee fight. But your men are up to the task, it seems. Katsumi's forces are advancing as ordered, and firing the artillery as well. And behind you, the tanks continue to fire. They have kind of moved behind the hill and are lobbing over. Most of your cavalry are also staying back there where it's safe. What are your
That's
orders?
the tanks in the back for mech. Again, it's hard to tell with the smoke, which I guess is the point. That
Yeah, those are your
No.
tanks.
okay. Well, we're gonna keep this fight up. We'll use the back line to fill in any gaps that might be made by the cavalry. I mean, once they've done their charge, their momentum stalled, they're easier to deal with, and the cannon can just kind of fire into the side of the back line since that's a narrow charge path they had.
Okay.
And the remaining Katsumi force can continue to circle to the bridge that the Austrians used to cross and hit them in their rear.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Commander.
Hello.
The sky turns dark, seemingly almost instant. And off to the northwest, you see a strange light and a booming sound coming from behind the trees. But you've got your own concerns because the battle is getting well underway. You can see your cavalry leading a charge. You can't see the result of it because it's behind the building, but they had charged in while your infantry is forming line behind them. French cannon are starting to beam around this area, sending bouncing cannonballs across the lines. And your mechs are moving as ordered to your right.
Oh dear, the classic charge the enemy as soon as I see them. All right, I hope it's going well for us. Jeez, can I tell the distance between that house in front of me and the smoke behind it?
You can see
Looks
what you
like
see.
Oh damn. Okay, so it maybe looks. I think I'll be okay. I'd like to move up to that house and try to on the left side of it.
Right there.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Try and get a better view. The mechs are to, move up to the stone wall, right next to the house and hold position there, and then I'll send a dispatch or two.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you. Also, wait. What time is it? Since
We're going loose
it's
on
15,
time.
15:45. Okay, I'll just leave that out then. All right. Thank.
All right. All right, Mr. Brett. Movie off. Screenshot on. So I can't. Your screenshot's going to show the city, so just ignore that. The skies turn dark almost instantly as you hear a loud boom from behind. You get a better view than anyone. There's a giant sphere of energy and light, for who knows what reason, behind you in the clearing. But you got your own concerns because the French are battling with you, both sides, firing your swivel cannon at each other. One of them's kind of turning off towards the east, but the other is coming straight in between the three of your ships, and you are pelting it hard. The infantry you're fighting over here, they're falling back, as you can see there. And it looks like your cavalry has charged the French line. You there? Don't tell me you've not been here after I said all that. Oh, hold on.
No, it's just really loud in here.
Oh, okay. You just switched to text. Okay. Stop shooting and sign for ceasefire. Alright, signal for ceasefire. We'll see if they accept it. Thank you. Let's have a downed airship. It's fun. Get rid of that. We'll put them. Actually, I'm gonna lock them. And oh, perfect. Stay there. Too much movement, just a little bit. No, no, no. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Shoot. Alright, they're going up to the stone wall, and he's going up to here. And they're advancing. With a mech and support. They're firing. Alright, now we get to have some fun. Let's have a Cyclops come. Be in the trees. Alright, it's going to be behind the trees.
So something already crashed?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put him about here. He's sending a scouting party. These ones are to keep their wits about them.
Okay.
These ones, I assume, will continue scouting the woods as ordered. Ah, sorry.
You're right. Yeah, have them. Have half of them come out fleeing for their lives, having seen the skeleton horde.
Okay.
Nice thing to walk into. I just spent most of the turn, and then had to tell Chen, you're Austrian, right? He was like, no, those are French infantry. They wouldn't hurt me. Would you say that gun can move 3 grids on limber and fire if we were letting it move 12 otherwise?
No.
Nope.
It would take a turn just to unlimber.
Okay. Well, then he just moved and unlimbered his guns.
Okay.
They're not firing.
So these guys are gonna pull back. We said they could move like 10. Yeah, they'll get to this position. He's starting to form
These
up.
infantry, these cavalry are moving back, and these infantry are going to move up and shoot. Did these French hold? These French,
The Austrian cavalry should be falling back now.
he wants to go into the swamp.
Okay, that's really bad. But okay. So-
I just work here.
Losses. Into the swamp. He's getting pelted by this cannon here, so more losses. And
Oh, these tanks are also supporting fire on the right flank.
Which tanks? Oh, okay.
These tanks.
Yeah, more losses. And a little bit disorganized. Oh, they're are they bayonet charging?
Nope. He wanted to move up and just fire.
At point blank range? Alright.
I mean, he said move up to right behind the cav. I don't.
Let's not do quite so much. That's insane distance.
Okay. But that was just 6, James. Oh.
We'll start firing at each other. Let the cav know he's just the horses are getting stuck in the mud. He's getting shot from every direction. He's about to die.
Oh, the French are over here too. Was this a French or Austrian one that fell?
Where? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's a French.
The airship?
The French airship fell down or crashed.
Okay. At least something's going right for the Austrians.
And let them know there's a Cyclops there now. They'll see that when you look that way. It's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
That one is kind of easier to notice, huh?
Did you?
I didn't realize it was going to be that big. Armand might have to leave soon.
Okay.
He's having trouble staying awake. And to that end, that's part of the reason why he's pulling back this direction.
Okay. We can have whoever the cavalry dude is, because he's nearby, right?
Yeah, Buggets.
Have Buggets take over when he goes.
Yep.
All right. I think I gotta do dispatch.
Oh, I also need to do dispatches.
Do I need to do dispatch?
Armand's Doctor.
I do.
From Doctor to Chris.
I think I do as well to Rishi.
Armand. You already told him that. Okay.
Only engage if conditions are favorable. I charge him in the face and move into the swamp.
Okay. I think I did mine. Got it. Okay.
This is a Finland moment right now.
For real. And they're also starving.
All right. That mech is going to start wrecking into the line over here too. But all right.
Oh my god,
yeah.
that thing's huge.
Let's do it. I'll be back. All right, senor. Lots of fun things. Let's see. Share my screen. First of all, you have repulsed the Austrian charge with a short-lived huzzah as the men fire into the backs of the fleeing horsemen. Several are downed, but the Austrian infantry has marched up double quick and is now firing into your ranks in near point blank range. Your men are quickly reloading to fire back, but balls whistle and zip all around you. To your south, you can see Matsumi's cannon firing, as well as his infantry line seems to be firing. To your rear, the tanks continue to fire, and you can see what's his bucket reforming his line.
Oh, it's a
And
giant.
there's something in the woods coming your way. Also, to your great dismay, you see one of your airships get downed as it crashes into the ground. So you have one airship versus 3 Austrians.
Well, the airship can lead the 3 on a merry fight as they have to chase them. Because I guess we will start. We'll return our fire to the Austrians, but kind of do a fighting retreat across the bridge where we're outnumbered.
Okay.
Katsumi will keep Katsumi Force will keep doing as it does, and the cannons can keep firing to harass the enemy attacking us. Make it look like they're actually pushing us back, as opposed to hopefully leading them into the trap on the bridge.
Got it. Thank
So, thank you.
you. All right, senor.
Senor.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So you move up to. I'll move you a little bit further. What you see is your hussars retreating. Looks like into the swampy bog to the southwest.
No.
You can hear many a man and horse crying out in pain as he's down. To your south, there's a French infantry line here. They're already behind smoke as they're firing into the flank of your marching column. It looks like Chinleaf is unlimbering his artillery to fire point blank into them, but hasn't finished unlimbering yet. The mech is kind of behind that tree. The French mech is moving up behind the French line. The infantry ahead of you are actually, there's a front line that's already advanced quickly and is firing on the French line, and you can see the rest making their maneuvers around this way. To the northwest, you see some kind of lumbering hulk moving amongst the trees. It's kind of hard to tell from your position. Some good news, though, you do see one of the French airships explode and fall down in a ball of flames. So there's 3 Brett's airships still remaining to the 1 French, and your mechs are mostly in position as ordered.
Very nice. Yeah, could you turn a little? Yeah. No, to the right. Sorry. Or I guess to the north a little bit. Those horses, like on the left over there, past the field. Those are enemy horses, right?
Yeah, that's all enemy right there.
Oh, jeez. All right. I'll stay here for now. I might send 1 dispatch, but no orders for myself or the mechs. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. You quickly call for a ceasefire and try to signal for surrender, but before the word can pass along to your 3 ships, one of the French airships is downed and goes down in a ball of flame. The second French airship, once they see your request for ceasefire, gladly give it, and both sides stop firing at each other for now, which is good because as you look to your rear, there's a giant hulking monster of some sorts that you've never seen before, walking through the trees, heading, well, not directly towards you, heading south. And I guess you're going to type your orders. I'll wait to see what you type so I can confirm them. See, can you see? Yeah, you're CIC. You're in this one. He's right there. You can see him down there. Hi, CIC. Here, we'll give a deck view for you. This is super behind the helm. There you go. That's what it really looks like. Sign him to try ceasefire with French. A monster has appeared. Okay.
I'll also open fire on it.
On the monster?
Yeah.
His message makes me laugh. Which you will get now.
The what will make you laugh?
The dispatch you just got. The single word dispatch signal.
Oh yes, of course.
Alright. Alright, thank you. Off, up and off. Let's see, turn around. Head for the monster.
Good for the monster. Those are the best orders I've ever heard.
Yeah. He's about to down an airship.
It's unfortunate.
Let's see, we're an hour in, so we still got 2 hours. That's plenty of time. Alright, what were everyone's orders? Fall back in good order. Make a fighting retreat.
You have Katsumi or goes Barkley?
He doesn't exist, but I have him.
Okay. Is he attacking? Is he charging the bridge?
Here? No, he's stopped there and just firing from where he's at.
Okay, then it's just canister. Infantry we're gonna stop if he charged, but if he's standing still, he's just taking canister. Are you just NPCing him?
Yeah. Well, Chris is giving him orders.
Okay.
Where did that... Did I get rid of that artillery? Oh, poop. I accidentally deleted it. Give me your artillery.
I told him there was a 6-pounder in the smoke, and we just couldn't see it because it was really good smoke.
I think I accidentally deleted it or something.
If we had Cav moving 18 on a road, 6 in a march?
Yeah, super slow. Where are they trying to go?
Just back behind the French. He wants to move through the swamp
Oh, man.
as far as he can and get behind. He's going for a ride.
Okay. Yeah, something like that, but he's going to lose. I mean, he knows he's getting, like, point-blank canister shot fired the whole way, right?
He knows he's being shot by the gun. We had a nice laugh about, or I had a nice laugh about the invisible cannon.
Okay. More of the French occult abilities.
Exactly.
All right, yeah. Just let him know he's losing men left and right, but he's making his way.
Okay. Are these guys still in firing range?
Yeah,
These
they
guys are
are in range. It's like a fighting retreat, so I don't know if they want to advance or not. But
yeah, I moved them 1, so yes, I'll move.
Alright, I return. This tank is firing into the Austrian infantry.
okay, we'll do another loss for that. So starting to see losses from the shooting.
Well, the French
And
seem
then
pulling back as well, at least.
Well,
I've got 3 cannons with
they've got the
canister
bridge
firing
rigged to
into
blow.
Fake Katsumi.
They want it. It's a lure.
Oh, no.
They're trying to lure him across the bridge and then blow it. So
This tank went to the reverse slope to fire up at the airships.
Okay. That's funny. The airships have a ceasefire, but he can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He is also trying to send a rider to offer the Cyclops 100,000 sheep to join the French side.
Tell him he sees the rider get stomped on and crushed.
Yeah, I was gonna have him like tossed somewhere. Okay.
Or thrown back over behind him.
Yeah, I was gonna have it actually hit Armand Bell if he had to get off. You see it just like splatter the commander.
There you go.
Can I drop 3 units of French line from 3-gun firing canister at them?
God.
You can drop 1. I'll do 2. Yeah.
Okay.
But they should the artillery's taking fire too, so I don't know how we want to show that, but
Kill a lumber?
how about on the next turn we'll have one of them disappear. For now they can have their fire.
Okay. Sure.
Alright, let's go. It's annoying. Okay. Share. Alright. You make your way across the bridge with the infantry following behind you. A line stays behind and they slowly move back while still firing. To your south, the Austrian cav is trying to move into your village through the mud. They're moving very slowly and getting mowed down in the act. Katsumi's artillery is firing canister into their flank, and some of your own men are firing into them, so they're paying for the attempt, but if some of them get back there, they'll be in your back line. To your north, you can see the giant Cyclops advancing on the Austrian airships, who seem to be ignoring your own airship, and starting to bat at them, but they just barely got into range. And I think that's about what you can see.
Well, if the Austrian airships are going to be so obliged to deal with the Colossus for us, they're welcome to. Airship Boy can come home to help us. We're going to continue falling back across the bridge. The ones who get across first are going to set up along the river to deal more damage to the cav. Katsumi Force can also be ordered to slowly withdraw from whatever kerfuffle they have gotten into over there, unless they're close to winning. Then, as long as they don't get caught by the giant, I don't care if they continue fighting. But maybe send the walker to go deal with the cav before it gets into our village backline.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. All right. To your west, you can hear the cacophony of musket fire as both sides are firing at each other, plus canister shot. To your west and south, it seems that Chinleaf is firing on the Austrian line with devastating effect. The French mech has not started firing yet, and may be trouble once it does. To your northwest, the Cyclops Colossus has broken through the tree line and is swatting at your airships, who are firing at it with their piddly little swivel guns. And I think that's about it.
Oh dear.
I guess you can see your cavalry, they're heading west through the swampy mud,
No.
kind of past the French line.
Oh jeez. All right. Well, I'm probably right off the cavalry. That's That's not good. Do I fight the kaiju? Yeah. I'm gonna send my walkers off to fight that gigantic, colossal thing that's approaching. Try to keep their distance if they can. They're probably just gonna get stomped or smashed to smithereens. But oh my, that infantry there on that hillside.
Yeah.
Are those? I can't tell from here. Are those friendly or enemy?
Those are yours, right here.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, those are yours.
Okay, glorious. All right. Yeah, just make a beeline for those guys. I'm gonna try to ride over to wherever Bezos is. I suppose he's toward the front. I'm gonna ride closer. Yeah, up
To
there.
locate with him.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty.
It's gonna be disastrous.
All right, Mr. Brett. So you turn your airships and fire your swivel guns on the Cyclops as it moves through the trees, and they seem to have no noticeable effect. The Cyclops is now within. He's kind of swatted at you, but now he's really close, and you're a little bit worried. He's also getting hit on by the French tanks, one of them anyway, from the side. That's having more of an effect and causing some wounds. But that's that. Behind you, you still glance at the battlefield. There's a lot of fighting going on in different parts. And I guess you're going to type your orders and post funky naked giants running. Alright. All ships drop aerial bombs to stagger's footing while middle ship goes full speed reverse. Side ships to speed to side to get a reach. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
So they've ordered a charge with the tanks against the Austrian infantry.
Heh.
That was Doc 2, right? Okay.
Hey, James, can I throw Rishi a bone against an AI unit?
Sure.
He wants to charge this gun. It's 6 inches away. The gun doesn't have any support. It's a
Yeah, give him that. We can have him have
Right.
the crew run away.
great.
Oh, is there a mech here?
Where?
Right here.
Yeah, that's a mech. It's
Oh, I can't see it.
Oh,
Oh,
you can't see that
I ha-
mech?
No, I can't see it either. It hasn't loaded for any of my guys.
Oh, hidden invisible mech. Let's
No one knows there's a mech there.
Cloaking technology.
cloaking mech. Will you add some kind of mech then that you could see? Do you have another one?
Oh, I have a bajillion. Let me just go find them.
The tanks charge down the hill at the Austrians at full speed using the momentum.
Well, they're
Okay.
they're like World War I tanks, so super slow. So
Yeah, get them like caught in the mud.
they're caught in the creek crossing or whatever.
Yeah. And he's leading the cavalry himself.
I'm gonna have it just
Exciting.
come out like a ghost. There we go.
Why are these all? Oops! Don't flip the Cyclops.
Do we want to have the undead army come out this turn?
Yes, we do. Thanks for the reminder. Alright, let's see.
Oh lord.
What?
Let's see. Undead.
Oh, this cannon is trying to shoot at one of the mechs, by the way. Don't like that there.
Let's see. More undead.
It amuses me that at one point he said, "Please, no zombies."
Let's do another monster too. Should we do a dragon? This fiend thing?
Dragon.
Dragon.
Do you want to put one like over here to like get these guys like?
Yeah, we'll do a dragon. Or a flying dragon. Let's see. Make that big. Nice. How's that?
Looks good to me.
Glorious. I love it.
Alright.
I'm gonna give Rick a couple more sizes.
Yeah. He's
Who's Rick? I'm scared.
Rick's getting bigger.
Rick is getting bigger.
Alright. Alright, do we need oh sorry, I need to move this guy still. Hold on.
These guys will just rejoin his column. That's like, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, James, I found Confederate cavalry, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
you-
They
oh,
accidentally
you-
got locked. So
How do I flip these? Is it F to flip?
F to
It
flip.
is. I'm gonna have these tanks shoot at the Austrians in front of them.
Sure, yeah, they would.
I'll probably
You
pull
can
a
just take off
I'll
one.
pull a model.
Yeah, you just delete it. You don't have to worry about it. Oh, they're sending the cavalry out. Let's see, where else would there be casualties? So they would take more. We're gonna have one artillery crew get downed because the mech, the hidden mech they couldn't see. So the infantry's running, but the mech staying behind is kind of a rear guard.
If that infantry runs, they're gonna get. That's fine. They're not a person. Rishi can have fun killing them.
Yeah,
And feel good about himself.
Let him feel good about killing that. So they're running because they got mowed by the thing, but this mech's about. So he's firing into him.
Can enough infantry like Gulliver's Travels pull a mech down?
Yeah, maybe if there's enough infantry. So this is mech fire all around him.
So is Katsumi gone?
He never showed up,
He was.
Oh,
unfortunately.
This is what you get.
All right, I think so. One of the Austrian airships was downed
okay.
by the Cyclops. Oh, these guys should be moving too.
So how do they win this?
Work together and defeat the monsters.
I don't know if they're gonna work together.
That's, or work separately and defeat the monsters. Just defeat the monsters. I guess should we show? Yeah, we'll show the Lich. Is it Lich or Lich?
Oh.
I never know.
I think it's a Lich, isn't it?
I think it's Lich too, but it's your world, man.
We're going with Lich then. Giant. Are these skeletons big enough? Are they appropriately sized? They're about right. Lich in the woods.
These are like
Oh my
French
goodness!
skull.
You guys can see that.
Skeleton
what's the
army. What's
Never
that?
mind. None of this matters. Nothing. It doesn't matter at all.
Nothing matters. Okay.
I'm gonna move the skeletons a little bit further out so we can get them into the fight quicker.
I'm gonna do. Well, they're gonna run fast, so I mean, that's fine. That's not a big deal. Let's see.
That's fair.
I gotta check for dispatches.
Okay.
I loved Star Wars because they had radios, so I didn't have to do screenshots
Yeah,
for dispatch.
that made it easier too.
Alright.
Oh, that was great.
Armand. The Doctor did have some. One to Armand.
Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Your infantry have made it across the bridge and to the relative safety of the village. You're still getting a few errant Austrian musket balls. You're not too far from their line, which is firing at you. Some of the men have... Oh, I faced them the wrong way. Lined up and are fired at the Austrian cav, which turned south and went after Katsumi's artillery, which was all by itself. I mean, they got in some good canister shots, but once they saw cavalry coming right at them, they turned and ran. You can see Katsumi's infantry is fleeing in disorder, but the mech has moved up. I had to change the mech because it wasn't loading on the other people's screens. And firing into the French position, which is all that smoke and fire you see over there. Sorry, it's Austrian position. To the north, you see the Colossus Cyclops down one of the Austrian airships. You can also see a lot of fire and something ominous arrives through the clouds. It is quickly flapping its way towards you.
Oh, gosh. Well, we can order the men to take cover where they can to prepare to deal with this thing if it turns out to be hostile, which I imagine. And it's unfortunate we won't get anybody on the enemy on the bridge, but we're gonna blow it because I don't need them coming across while we're dealing with.
You're blowing it now?
I don't see Armand, and I know where the doctor should be right next to me, right? Is that
You can
who's
see,
got
so the tanks are advancing across the stream, and I don't know where they are. If I don't know where they are,
well,
you don't know where they are.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna blow the bridge because when that flying thing comes, if it's an enemy, it's possible we're not gonna have time to do it, and I don't need them easily waltzing across while I'm trying to deal with crazy flying Nazgul.
Okay.
So everybody else but the people blowing it can go take cover and ready themselves to fight against a winged monstrosity
Sounds
for
good.
Le Petit Corporal.
All right, gentlemen. Have anyone come to you yet?
No, I don't think so. In the last 10 minutes now.
Yeah, okay. So, actually, I'll give... I don't know what your orders were, Bezos, but the French have retreated westward across the bridge, but their two tanks are crossing the stream and firing into your position, and all the musket balls fired at them have no effect. The French cavalry are also galloping across to your northeast. To the north, the Cyclops has downed one of your airships, and the rest of the airships are dropping explosives at its feet as best they can and firing their swivel guns. Your mechs are moving up and starting to fire at the Cyclops, but behind them you see a terrifying creature that flapping in towards you.
Oh no.
Behind you, a mech appears seemingly out of nowhere. Oh no, you saw this mech with my screen anyway. The French infantry are fleeing from Chinleaf's canister shot, but the mech is advancing and firing into their position. And you can see to the south, I forget that Rishi has turned south and seems to have taken out the French artillery piece that was there, which is good. And that's about it.
Very quickly, can I tell if the remaining French airship is firing on the monster?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. All right, that changes things. Bezos, I need you to halt your advance. If necessary, form square, and I'm going to write a bunch of dispatches and hope for the best.
Okay.
You can give orders.
I have one question. Though.
Okay.
I'm worried. What?
McPanzer will get your orders. I gave him the update. You can just get orders, McPanzer.
Sure.
All right. Share my screen. So you are this airship. So the Cyclops swats at one of your airships and easily downs it. It crashes to the ground below. Your other airship starts dropping explosives at its feet, causing it some dismay. The Austrian mechs are advancing and firing at it, pelting it with cannonballs. And the French airship is also doing what it can, a little bit from afar, with its swivel guns. Down below, you can see the battle still going on. The French tanks are advancing. Their infantry seem to be retreating for the most part, but their cavalry is also charging forward. There's a lot of fire back here coming from the French mech. And I guess I'm looking at your channel. I see your flag signal message.
Does the French CIC see me?
Yeah, he sees you. He's
Not
signaling.
my CIC, the enemy CIC.
Oh, the enemy CIC. I don't think he sees you. You saw him go down into the village behind the buildings. Do you have any orders? Type them fast, type them fast. Continue dropping bombs, make escape. Okay. Rear civils, fire. Okay. Aim for the eye. Got it.
Of truce.
Okay.
Alright, make it escape.
James, PETA doesn't frequently spectate your YouTube games, do they?
Who?
PETA, the
Pita?
animal people. PETA.
Oh, no.
Chinleaf. So you killed one of Chinleaf's guns, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't kill the limbers and the caisson.
Okay.
So he wants to have somebody ride the horses,
Oh,
pulling
Jesus.
the caisson underneath the walker, and then shoot it with their guns. And I think it's glorious.
Shoot it with a what?
With his other two guns.
I think it should knock the mech over.
Wait, so
I-
what are they doing? They're riding the horses with the caisson to hit the legs or something?
No,
They're
then they're going to
riding
blow
underneath
the
legs,
caisson up.
and then they're going to shoot the caisson with the two remaining 6-pounders.
Oh. Well, you know what? This is insane, so sure.
I think it just knocks it out. I don't know if it kills it, but like it definitely knocks it over.
I love that.
We'll
I think-
reward creativity.
Sure. So maybe they can knock it over, and then the infantry can swarm over it and like pull out cables and stuff. I love it. I love it.
Alright, big explosion.
Oh boy, another 2 all commanders.
Those guys are going to get run down
Yeah.
by Kuros.
That's fine.
He's trying to steal the gun. I told him it would take a while, but sure, maybe he can try to steal the gun.
Oh, we got another big explosion coming too. They're blowing the bridge.
Did the Austrians pursue?
Yeah,
No, they quote formed a defensive line. I don't know what that means, but that's what I tried to do.
Yeah, it just means they lined the fuck up.
They're calling for ceasefire, so they're trying to
Okay,
not fight.
great. Then I'll back these guys up.
Yeah, this commander is also calling for a ceasefire.
Okay, I'll let them know.
All right.
Yeah, bring in the skeleton horde. They're gonna.
That's good.
Oops, I flipped the gun into Narnia.
Oh shoot! Don't do that.
Don't do it.
1, 2, 3.
Did I do
I
it?
think he
No,
just
it's me.
doubled the amount of skeletons.
It's me.
Oh my goodness. Man, I gotta say, I'd really rather be Austrian.
I think it's.
Yeah, let the commander know there's skeletons on his flank.
I mean, we do have an untouched French command.
I'm taking a screenshot of Rick with his name. That's so.
I'll have him get a bit bigger for you.
Alright.
He did pat Rick Snoot this turn, so I gave him some extra big boy points for that.
Love it. Okay. Are we?
I'm doing dispatches.
Okay, I want dispatches.
Dispatch to Brett.
Right. Dock tour to all commanders. Oh, and that's Armand.
Dispatch to the French CIC under flag of truce.
Armand. Okay. To dock tour. To dock tour.
Chinleaf and Rishi.
Alright. 12 French commanders. Armand. This.
There,
Alright. It is also dock tour setting.
Alright. There is a large boom behind you as the bridge blows. That's a good looking fire. You can also hear a loud explosion further in the distance around your mech. Your infantry are in the village with you safe. As you peer between the buildings, you can see, who is that, Baguette's infantry? Or Doctours, I can't remember. But Baguette's not far to the north. The buildings are kind of blocking your way, but you can see the Cyclops and the airships still battling. It seems like the airships are running away. And that's about all you can see. You have received a Austrian courier under flag of truce. He kind of rides across the stream, avoiding the bridge, and delivers a message to you.
Yeah, I was actually in the middle of typing up the response. I guess we're gonna order whatever remains of Takumi force to regroup here, and gonna start preparing a village for defense. While I figure out what the heck we're doing and what we're facing, and I finish typing out the responses. But yeah, we'll reorganize Katsumi's force here, or what's left of it, and basically send the French CIC messenger back with my message.
Okay.
So I can finish typing that up while you do what you gotta do.
That works. Alright, gentlemen. Oh, I need to do something real fast. Alright, share my screen. So your infantry have stopped firing, I think, and reformed line. It seems the French cavalry have stopped advancing as well, and their tanks are not firing. But the Cyclops is getting I can't even see it. Cyclops is getting closer and closer, chasing the airships. Your mechs are pelting into it, taking a lot of damage. But you also see to your right, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a giant horde of skeleton warriors streaming straight at your line. You can see a big glob of them here coming out of the woods, and another glob of them over this way. And way in the distance, some kind of large something behind them. Let's see. Let's look. So the French blew up their bridge. That's why there's a giant explosion there. And behind you, there's another giant explosion around the French mech. You have no clue what's going on over there, but it's chaotic. So I'll take your orders, General von Nieder something. Niederlage.
Niederlage, yeah. I'm just sending 2 dispatches. I'm going to help Bezos reorganize his men here. Colonel Lieutenant Bezos, reform your line, face the skeletons. Prepare to give them volley fire. I'll leave the specifics up to you, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Brett. Too much fun going on in your dorm room. Alright. You are fleeing
What
from
the hell
the
is that?
Cyclops, and a large winged beast flies in to intercept and is harassing your airship. It looks like trouble. There's several explosions in the battlefield, one over this way and one over that way near the bridge. And beneath you, you can see a horde of skeleton warriors streaming out of the woods and racing towards south. The mechs, the Austrian mechs, are firing into the Cyclops and doing some good damage. And you as well are firing a little bit, but you're unable to hit the eye with any of your shots.
Where's my other ship?
So there's a French one here and your 2 ones here. I guess you're on this one.
And how fast is that one flying?
Your ship or the dragon?
It.
The dragon's flying very
Yeah.
fast. There's no outrunning it.
Which one does it look like it's going for?
Your airship.
I'm gonna take out a cigar, puff it a bit, and load all bombs, prime it so that when it grabs me, it explodes and takes it out with me.
Okay. So you're priming all the bombs. All right. Sounds good.
Before I go, I'm gonna tell my last airship to go help the mechs take out some of those skeletons.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Let's see, bombing run.
All right.
I knew that was going to happen.
So the French here are lining up to engage the skeletons.
Okay.
So are the Austrians. They're trying to form up along the fence.
Okay. The tanks will likely come to about here. I'm going to say the chasseurs are going to form up here because they wanted to form with the ability to countercharge the skeletons if needed.
Okay. And Katsumi's force, that infantry is getting cut down by the
Yeah, I think they're all toast. I told them that the few survivors had surrendered. The walker is getting swarmed by the Austrian infantry. By the
We're gonna give them
Yeah.
a win. Let's see. That's going.
I feel like Chenleaf has marching simulator so often.
Um, minus 0.5. Trying to find a minus. How's that for getting knocked down? Maybe lower. We'll do it at an angle too. Let's see. Y rotation. No. There you go. That's what we want.
I'm gonna cut down a number of the skeletons,
Yeah, go for it.
and then next turn the skeleton. I'm gonna say like the fire stopped them, like stopped the front rank this turn, but they're gonna reach them next turn. I wish that they could stand on
Just
the edge.
Gotcha. I like the ones laying down. Makes them look dead.
Okay. Well, they are dead. They're skeletons.
Rishi's cavalry are, quote, forming a defensive circle. So,
Do you want the
Can they-
lich to cast a spell or anything?
Sure.
Can I get a smaller version of this?
Which one?
Of this big thing?
Just take it and make it small.
Okay.
So you can make a copy and then
Just down, 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 down. I'm gonna have that blow apart part of the French line. The loser.
So we're gonna have. Let's see. We'll have one more turn. The mechs have just about destroyed the Cyclops, and the Brett blew up himself to get rid of the dragon.
what a hero.
He lit all his explosives on his ship, just as it's grabbing him. So.
I'm gonna be so sad if he does not send Rick in to do something.
Yeah, where's Rick doing? Make Rick bigger.
I. No, he said Rick can hide behind the ridge. I was like, okay.
Not anymore. Do we need another monster for Rick to fight? Because the Cyclops about to go down. Yeah, well, we got one more monster.
We can. I'll have one spawn out of this thing.
I just
Let Rick kill the monster or something like in the last turn to save.
that's what we want in the end. So we got one more fiend. So the mechs are getting the Cyclops. Dragon's gone. We got one more fiend. Wait.
Do you want to like having spawned out of this thing? Since he like cast a spell on their flank, and they can just.
Oh yeah. Maybe
You
show
know,
the
like big
spell this
kaiju
turn,
fight?
and then we'll show it up.
Okay.
So show the spell, and then next turn we'll have it pop up. Or I don't know. Should we have it pop up now?
I'd have a
Are
pop
we doing
if,
one
if
more turn or two?
yeah.
Well, it's only 10:47. We got time.
Yeah, I think we do a couple more.
We got lots of
If
time.
we're doing, in my opinion, show the spell and then let them and Rick kill the thing on the second turn, which can be the last, and we'll have plenty of time for the
Yeah, they still got to deal with the
yeah.
skeletons.
sure, or not, or die.
More skeletons.
Oh, there's more.
There's not enough.
Oh lord.
Well, they do
Rick.
fall down quickly, but
Greaves went. Why are there so many skeletons? I said, I don't know. Ask James.
this airship did a bombing run on these ones, which was super devastating. Which is why all those
Yeah.
fires are there.
Okay.
And that Cyclops is growling about the mech shooting at it. Actually, let's have the Cyclops kick a mech.
He's already kicked a courier.
Now he's kicking a mech. Let him,
Had him
let
punted
know
into the air.
One of the Austrian mechs is down. Got kicked by the Cyclops.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I think we're good. Dispatches.
Oh, dispatches. Doctor. formed up as the cavalry. We charge straight at them. Oh, he wants to charge. I'm gonna let him charge next turn. Um, it's offense. Alright.
Alright. Off I go. Oh, I think I forgot to do something over here. Alright, Colonel. A ragged-looking French courier arrives with the markings of Katsumi's company, and he informs you that all of Katsumi's men were cut down or captured by Austrian cavalry, and that he saw the mech get toppled by the Austrians, which you can actually see from where you're at over there.
Yeah.
If there's good news, in the distance you see a giant explosion around one of the airships, and it catches the dragon, and it's kind of hard to tell. You're still behind the buildings, but you see the dragon and airship crash to the ground in a giant ball of flame. You don't know where it came from, but there's a giant turtle, which seems to be growing and rising above your buildings next to you, but it's just standing there, kind of peacefully. You're not sure what's going on with that, but you can hear a lot of firing and shooting just to the north of you. You don't know what Dr. Baguette's men are doing, but there's a lot of shooting that way, and the rest you can't really see what else is going on.
Yes, there's 'cause there should be a ridge on the other side of that town.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have our men form up there now that I know.
On this ridge right
Katsumi.
here,
Yeah, like a turtle adjacent.
next to the turtle.
Like yeah, and I guess I can go see what's up with this turtle.
All right, sounds good.
Honestly, it doesn't seem like there's that many skeletons.
Don't jinx it.
All right, so where are you guys? Oh, here you are. So
we just got a update.
Oh,
from
did you?
the
Did he
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
we-
the dragon exploding?
No. He said the giant is on its last legs.
The giant, it toppled one of your mechs, but you can see it stumbling. It is having difficulty. One of your airships laid a bombing run on the incoming skeleton horde to great effect, and a good chunk of them were obliterated. The rest are being mowed down by your line as they come. You see with this Brett's mech, he sends you one last signal, which is you received as the dragon latches on to his airship and starts to rake it with its claws. Then all of a sudden there's a giant explosion on the deck, and the entire airship and the dragon are consumed in a ball of flame, and both topple to the ground, crashing. The dragon does not move anymore.
Right.
To your rear, you see the French mech also topple down. There's a lot of fire over that way, but yeah, French mech collapse. It looks like Matsumi, no, not Matsumi. Rishi's cavalry are maybe reforming over that way, and there's a new bright light over to the west. It looks like the French are battling something over that way as well. Their tanks have joined your fight and are firing into the skeleton horde.
Pew pew.
Pew 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 pew. I guess you gave orders already.
Yes, to McPanzer. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you. God help us.
You send one last signal down to your CIC. Give the order to light all the fuses. The men look at you, then nod solemnly, and execute the order. The dragon latches onto your airship and tries to take a bite out of you on deck, and just as it's about to wrap its jaws around you, there's giant white light and explosion, and you are no more. So I'm going to put you with Needleage to spend the rest of the game, unless you want to take on the other airship and just be that.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, I'll stick you with them then as a ghost to see the rest of the game play out. It won't last too much longer.
Because I just won us the
Because you
battle.
just won. You defeated the dragon in a single stroke. I like doing games without rules. It's a lot quicker and easier.
What happens? Whatever I say.
Whatever I want to happen. I think you could, I mean, if you know a system well enough. The nice thing is dice sometimes give you results you wouldn't think happen, which is realistic to life,
Right.
and so it fights against your biases. But if you know a system well enough, you really can free Kriegsspiel it and have a pretty good experience without having to
I
bog
have
down.
to like really check my francophilia. So I have to use dice, or the French just seem to win everywhere I go.
Yeah, that could be.
So for the record, I know that dragging a 6-pounder through the swamp is a terrible idea and it wouldn't work. However, it's dude's like first game, and I think the game's over soon.
Yeah.
And
Well, they can
I
start moving it.
sure.
Everyone's had their wins. I think we've had wins all around. I'm gonna move him up to him, so I'm gonna go ahead and move the doctor to him. And the men.
Bezos wanted to give an inspiring speech last turn, and I told him if he wrote it down, I'd give him a bonus. So he went above and beyond and recorded it, and now there's an audio inspirational speech in this.
Nice.
So if he gets to volley some skeletons, maybe kill a couple extra ones.
Alright, so on this turn, let's see, they're coming that way. The Cyclops is going to be toppled. Can I make him fall down? Fall down. Oh yeah. Oh, he's on his side. Dang it. Fall down. On your back. Come on.
Why would you?
Oh, on his face. Even better. I'm locking him. Alright, Cyclops is down. And then we're going to bring in the Fiend. Whatever this monstrosity is. Spell.
Get him, Rick.
Go, Rick, go. And the Horde is going to slam. Well, I guess we gotta see what they're doing.
The Austrians are just holding their fence line if you want to smack them with skeletons.
Yeah, let's smack some. So let's see. This airship's still gonna keep dropping on. We'll just. We'll make him a little bit nervous. Oops.
They have targeted the Lich with the cannon and a bunch of his line, so I'm letting him knock the Lich over, but his line takes casualties as the skeletons manage to reach it, since he's not putting all of his fire into them now.
Okay. You know what,
Baguettes has personally ridden off to fight whatever comes out of the portal. The
The new portal or the old portal?
new portal. He figured out all by his lonesome that
Something's coming.
something's coming, and he wanted to duel it himself. Personally, I think he probably dies, and then gets avenged by Rick and
Yeah.
let's see, did Armand?
Is Armand riding the turtle?
He said he wishes to, but SM reminded me of the inconvenience of writing dispatches. I'm just gonna say he's riding it.
Well, I just see the horse on top of the turtle.
I
I'm like,
do see a
okay.
horse on a turtle.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him fight it. I think this turn he sees Buggets die, and then they fight, and then next turn he'll kill it.
Well, is the Lich supposed to be lying down?
Yes, it got shot by the cannon. It's not dead,
Okay.
but it is knocked over.
If they can kill the Lich, all the skeletons will stop. So the front line of the Austrians here are getting overrun by skeletons.
I'm having these guys clear the way for their colonel's death ride.
Okay. But the Cyclops was down finally from the lone remaining Austrian mech. And yep, so they just got the skeletons and the fiend and the lick to take care of.
Okay.
I think that's it. Let's see if there's any.
Did Dakator say what he was doing with Wait, is Armand? Okay, we'll drag him up to there.
Oh, they're all co-located. Okay, you got them.
Yeah, I can do those three.
I'll do
Um,
Bezos, and you can get the other two. I got Bezos. Did he leave already? No. Yeah, I got Bezos.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen. Let's share my screen. Mixed news. So the battlefield is turning chaotic. You can see that your mech finally puts one volley too many into the Cyclops' belly, and it topples over. Well, you can't. It's kind of behind the smoke, but it topples over to the ground with a giant rumbling earthquake. But you don't have too much time to celebrate, as the skeleton horde is now in the midst of your front line and battling hand to hand with your men. To your east, not much going on. To your south, you can see your cavalry making their way through the mud towards you. And to the west, a new creature has emerged and is battling a giant turtle. All will be explained later on, but that's what's going on that way.
Oh dear. All right. Can I ask how Brett is here? Isn't he dead?
He's
Or
the
did-
ghost of Brett. He can't talk because of his dorm room being loud, but it's his ghost has joined you.
I love Brett's ghost.
Ooh.
It's nice to see you. All right. Bezos, I guess you can deal with this. Just send in reserves as needed. We have plenty, I think. We should be able to hold off the skeletons. But, yeah. My mech is destroyed, right?
One
Or
of
no,
them-
it's still there.
This one's still there,
Ooh, okay.
and it's kind of stomping on the skeletons right now.
I kind of want to send him to help the French. I'm going to signal to him, if possible, to head west and assist the French fighting the giant turtle.
Okay.
I think we can hold off the skeletons with the infantry, but
I just realized there's a guy flying through the. I don't even know who that is. It's flying through the air over there. Okay. All right. Got it. Thank you. Bezos, any orders for you?
thank you.
Just keep doing what I'm doing.
Fight.
Try and hold the line.
Okay, hold the line. You got it.
As a newly christened commander baguettes too. Of the you saw your commander go flying back in a heap of man and horse into the town. You're currently engaged with the skeletons.
I have a question. Are there any skeleton officers? Anyone that stands out in the skeleton ranks that might be coordinating the skeleton movements?
The Lich.
What about the tanks on my right flank?
The tanks on your right flank had fired canister shot into a horde of skeletons, that allowed you guys to push through.
What's it looking? What's it looking like on the right flank regarding the skeletons? Are they all out, or they reached the Austrians, or?
It looks like they are starting to reach the wall. Yes.
Alright, time to do a bit of trolling. I'd like the tanks to turn at a 90-degree angle, and I'd like them to fire a canister shot directly at the Austrian commanders.
What?
Don't ask. Yeah, and then I'd like to launch a counter-assault with the cavalry in the right flank. I'll lead it myself and try and sweep up from there.
Against the Austrians, you said?
No, against the skeletons with cavalry.
Okay. Alright. Sure. What do the rest of you want to be doing?
I'm actually not quite sure where exactly I am in this hot mess that I've stepped into. Is that me?
Colonel Chris, you are here.
Okay. Well, gonna order the line to keep firing and see if we can close that portal. That's a problem.
Yes, I apologize. The magic here has dissipated as the fiend steps through.
Never mind. Turtle Rick, you got this. I'm gonna focus on keeping the
Any
men.
orders for these troops back here?
Who the heck are they?
I assume those are your troops that followed you, right?
Oh, are they?
These are Chris's troops that came from the village.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have them not fight the scary ass fiend and have them come to fill in from behind and fill the line we have.
Okay. Do you want these guys to continue targeting the Lich or fight against the skeletons?
I think the cannon's gonna fit. Yeah, no, they can continue firing. It's the Lich because we have my infantry that'll come to fill in the line to deal with the skeletons.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Austrian artillery has been ordered to pretend like they're trying to fire at the horned beast, but actually miss on purpose and hit the French infantry.
Well, the
Okay,
French tanks have been ordered to fire on the Austrian leaders.
Oh my god!
So it's bad.
Okay. Also, I believe these hussars are charging into the flank of the skeletons at the same time.
They're not. Well, aren't they fighting the skeletons over here?
He ordered them to do a flank charge against these skeletons, I believe.
Okay. So did the fiend die? Is that the fiend dead?
I think the fiend dies, and at the end of the turn, I think the Lich dies as well.
Of this turn?
Yeah, so I think we have the skeleton do all the damage that they can do,
Yeah.
and then they die.
Who's almost got it. Is someone targeting the Lich or how?
Yes, the cannon is again.
Okay, we'll get a good shot on the Lich. Let's see, I gotta rotate this. There you go. It's dead.
Did Greaves die?
Baguettes, his legs are broken and they got tossed into a building. But we've got Baguettes too, who is now in charge, who was recently promoted.
That's two. Like, my god, is there a doctor? Oh.
Do we need some kind of We'll put some explosions around the lich.
I'll have the skeletons move forward and then get flipped over.
Yeah, that's alright.
We'll have a chunk of the French infantry die as well. Okay. Smoke?
Are we taking another turn of their orders?
No, we'll call it here and describe the final turn.
Okay.
I think, is everything moved as much as it should be?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide how much of the French die to the artillery and skeletons. Probably at least 3 to the skeletons and 1 to the artillery, we'll say.
Goofy, and I love it.
This makes me want to run one where everyone is like a single, like essentially D&D Kriegsspiel, but like much more simplified rules and freeform, but in like a haunted mansion.
That's been done, actually. Well, kind of done. Pete did a game where everyone was a single person, and it was like a free-for-all.
Well, I was also thinking about doing I was gonna use the like Dark Heresy rules to do like a jank tactical Kriegsspiel that's kind of like that, and do like cops versus robbers, which is like World War One trench raids and stuff like that. Thought that could be neat.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring everyone to the lobby.
Somebody keeps grabbing people right as I click.
I think it was James.
Someone moved him to voice
Oh.
too, though.
No, not again. It's happened again.
Alright, everyone here?
Ooh.
Did my cannons aim successfully at the French?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
but
they did.
Did my tanks manage to wipe out both the Austrian commanders?
You both betrayed each other successfully. So, the final turn results working from west to east. First of all, Rick the Turtle successfully took a giant bite of the evil fiend creature and killed it. At the same time, Dr. Baguette's artillery gets a lucky shot on the lick and hits it hard, dismembering it as the bones fly in all directions. As soon as the lick disappears, all the skeletons fall limp and their bones clatter to the ground, animated no more. In the center, the French tanks turn and fire on the Austrian commander position and incinerate both General Niederlage and Jeff Bezos, just as they're finishing wiping up the skeletons all around them. Further southeast, I think Chenleaf is turning his cannon on the French position, if I understand that right. And the Austrian hussars were reforming outside of the swamp finally again. So, in terms of victory, you did successfully repel the demonic invasion of skeleton hordes and monsters, and then quickly turned on each other, with, I guess, the French gaining the upper hand by destroying the Austrian leadership. The French are still in a pretty poor position, having lost a lot of men. The Austrians, they've got 1 mech still healthy, a whole lot of infantry, fair amount of cavalry, 1 airship left, and more infantry down here, plus artillery. So, I think despite the loss of the leadership, I think the Austrians would still be able to take the town as their objective as the French retreat.
Let's go.
Bit of a Pyrrhic victory, but you did successfully work together for a time to destroy the demons, and at least you didn't succumb to that, so victory for everyone. We had some new players here today, so hopefully they enjoyed themselves. We'll start by having the umpires kind of share their perspective and explain what happened with Rick the turtle, and then we'll do the CICs and then go down the list with the players. So I guess McPanzer, you want to go first?
Sure. So this was totally goofy, and I absolutely loved it. I had a really good time. Thank you to all the players who made my turns quick and easy. We did it without microphones a lot of the time, and that's usually kind of difficult, but it wasn't with anybody here. I don't know. Can I share my screen for 1 second?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know what this is, because I'm not going to steal thunder with the event, but it looks like there's one person who's been falling towards the ground for most of the game. So when we get there, if you know who you are, I'd like to hear that story, please. But I had a blast. Thanks for hosting, James. I love doing this goofy stuff. I didn't think it was for me, and it absolutely is. I'll stop there.
All right. Barclay?
So, I don't know if it's my story to tell, but there's a solid chance that man getting kicked is Greaves' courier finally coming back down to land. He tried to parlay with the Cyclops, who got some practice in punting humans, and then sent him up into the air. This was my first live game that I've umpired. I've done a little bit of play-by-post in Castiglione, but I had a blast. It was a lot of fun, like trying to keep everything in my head because there was a lot that was going on, and I would describe something, and then I'd see something else like, this also happened. This also happened. You turn and see this happen. I think that the POV perspective makes it interesting. Yeah, I think that's most of what I have to say.
All right, working down the line, we'll start with Armand.
Armand does not have a mic.
Oh, okay. Who was it that had Rick? Was it Armand or?
That was Armand.
Oh.
I can talk a little bit about that. So on turn 1, we were told, like, give them a spooky vibe. So I looked around and I was like, what's spooky here? Oh yeah, that's a church. And then he just went like, I'm going to walk up to the church. And so then all the umpires got together and was like, well, what's in the church? We don't know. Turns out it's Rick, which he ended up naming.
He was a
himself.
Tiny little turtle to start.
Yeah. And then every turn we just upped him by a little bit. He got a little bit of love from Armand, who patted his head, which leveled him up a little bit faster. And in the end, he took down the Fiend. At one point, he was told to hide behind the ridge, but he was about this big. So, if, God forbid, they had something to shoot at him with, they probably could have hit him.
All right. Next up is Brett. I don't know if he can talk.
Nah, it's still a bit loud.
Okay. Well, I'll share Brett's story then. So Brett was in the Austrian airships. He came in from this direction and kind of flew north, trying to be a distraction. The French airships came and intercepted, and so he started battling them. But he was the first to see the magical portal open up in the clearing over here, and so quickly signaled for ceasefire with the French ships. Unfortunately, one of them had been down before word had reached him. But then he battled the Cyclops, delaying it a lot, and then ran away, losing one of his airships. And then the dragon appeared and was closing in on him, and so he nobly set all the fuses on the explosives on his ship at once. And when the dragon latched onto his ship, it died in a fiery ball of flame. And he nobly sacrificed himself, his men, and his ship to down the dragon quickly and prevent it from wreaking havoc. And that is the end of Brett, the airship captain. All right, Chinleaf.
Yes. My only real highlight in this game was taking down Austrian mech by using horses as meat shields. I really wanted to get more involved, but I was playing Marching Simulator the whole game, so yeah. Also, I was late.
Underselling how you killed that mech. You should tell people how you killed that
tell
mech.
them how you killed it.
Basically, I formed up my battery in 3 different positions. Then when I saw that one of my cannons got fired on, got destroyed, I used the horses that were used to limber that cannon and charged with it towards that mech. Then my cannons fired on the ammunition boxes which were attached to the horses and then basically caused the mech to blow up and fall to the ground.
Oh man, with the horses, you left that part out.
Yes, every vegan is gonna kill me if they're in this chat.
You also did get Katsumi's French infantry to flee with canister shots, so you held off the flank of the army.
Yeah, you did pretty well.
Oh, I forgot about them. They were so weak.
All right, Dr. Baguette.
Yeah, so I think it's safe to say I might have had an interesting game. I spent the first few turns trying to mathematically angle my tanks so they could lob shells at a greater range than they were meant for. Worked well, I think. We got a couple of hits. Then, mid-battle, I was planning a massive charge on the Austrian line and have my tanks quite literally run over the Austrian infantry with cavalry supporting. Then I did see these skeletons and I thought it might be worth kind of like having another temporary alliance for this, because I don't want to get eaten again like I did when there was Sheridan in the ACW zombie game. So I offered an alliance with every intention of backstabbing the Austrians if they should ever move out in front of my tanks. Then we got rid of the skeletons. I saw the portal on the left-hand side, and the earlier portal at the beginning, a Cyclops and a Dragon came out of it, so I thought it was pretty certain that something was going to come out of this one, and I wanted a duel. I went to duel it. I got summarily punted numerous dozens of feet into the air and ended up kind of like merged with a building with my legs broken. But because I'm a mad doctor... Yeah?
Keep going, sorry.
Yeah. Then, because I'm a doctor, I naturally have a clone, so Brigette's version 2 rose out of the ground and, I led a charge against the flank of the skeletons of the Austrians and had my tanks fire on the Austrian commanders with great success. That's all, really.
Right. Sounds fun. I forgot to do the CICs. General von Niederlage.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, very crazy, very goofy, very well done by the umpires. Very content with the way all of my subordinates performed, especially since I was sort of separate from... I never got to co-locate with Brett or Chinleaf or Rishi. I was basically with Bezos for most of the game.